Donkey Kong has had a lot of games, but after Microsoft bought Rare in 2002, Donkey Kong was at a weird place with the next game being developed by Namco. And it had fucking bongos. Donkey Konga was a rhythm game that used a new controller called the Donkey Konga Bongos. It was a strange release. And then they made another one. But this one has All-Star in it. It's not like Smash Mouth's version, it's like a different cover of it. I don't know, it's kind of weird. And then they did it again, but this one was only released in Japan. But Donkey Kong was known for its great 2D platformers, like Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, I don't know anything about the third one. And it would take until 2010 for Donkey Kong Country to return with Donkey Kong Country Returns. I wonder where they got that name from. But what if I told you there was another Donkey Kong 2D platformer, released for the GameCube, and it used these fucking bongos? Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was released in 2004 and was created as the debut title for Nintendo EAD Tokyo. You know, the guys behind a little known cult classic called Super Mario Galaxy. This is what they made after this game. The game was later re-released on the Wii as a part of the new Play Control series. I'm gonna play that version. Yeah, I know it takes away like the main gimmick of this game, but the game is great regardless. And this version is just a little bit more updated. Also, I don't own Donkey Konga Bongos, so the gimmick would be lost on me regardless. The goal of this game is to save a bunch of kingdoms from their tyrant kings. One of them is a gorilla with dreadlocks. The kingdoms pretty much serve as worlds. There are 2 levels and 1 boss level. The level design is great. I can honestly tell this was made by the same people who would go on to make Super Mario Galaxy, because it shares a lot of principles that would eventually be used to form Super Mario Galaxy. Each level is full of new gimmicks and ideas, like this bird, that one level where you have to race for some reason. Is that a man in there? The fuck? The main goal of these levels is to collect as many bananas as possible. How do you do that? Well, in this game there's a feature whereby performing actions like wall jumping or swinging on vines, you'll gain a point to your combo. The combo will leave when you hit the ground. Every point to your combo will multiply the amount of bananas each banana is worth. This turns every level into a really fun challenge where you're trying your best not to hit the ground while collecting as many bananas as possible. You're swinging all over the place and beating the shit out of every enemy that gets in your way. If you touch the ground, all of your bananas will be added to your count. But if you do, you lose your combo. So this adds an element of risk-reward where you have to factor in whether you want to keep your bananas, because if you get hit while you're in the air, you lose all of the bananas you had stored up. This adds elements of risk-reward. Should you keep going and keep trying to get higher and higher combos, or should you cash out now and not risk having to lose all your bananas? I'm pretty sure in the stage Cloudy Heights, it gives you the chance to do every single action required to have the highest combo possible. Donkey Kong's main attack in this game is a clap, which makes sense because in the Bongos version, you would need to literally clap in real life to perform it. Sometimes this would just kill the enemy outright, or other times you'll have to get on them and beat the shit out of them. Sometimes the games will have mounts for Donkey Kong to ride to sort of shake things up a little bit. Like the Helibird or Furl, I don't know actually how to pronounce that. Or Hoofa. Yes, I have to look up their names. The Helibird, you just mash A, that's about it. It's pretty much just used to fly around. I don't know, I'm not gonna try. Is used to glide down, but there's like these air things that can launch you in other directions, which can be used to access some secrets. Orko is in one level. He goes in a straight line. He's eventually replaced with something that you need to attack before doing that. My personal favorite is Hoofer. Is that a slur? He pretty much just runs forward really quickly, but I think it's a lot of fun because it creates a lot of levels that are about timing your jumps. At the end of every level, there is a fruit that serves as the goal. It'll take you to a mini game where you shake to collect as much bananas as possible in the time limit. Sometimes it'll be mixed up with Hoofer, like this one where you have to get as far as you possibly can, and this other one about timing your jumps. I actually really like the timing your jump one. But why are we collecting all these bananas? Well, the bananas that you've collected in the previous levels will serve as your health for the boss level. Too bad the bosses are really fucking easy. Look, I'm sure the bosses were a lot harder when you had to play the game using bongos, but on the Wii version, they're really easy. In the GameCube version, you had to start clapping mid-boss fight. But in the state they're in the Wii version, they are way too easy. There are 4 different categories of bosses. With the hogs, you gotta knock melons into them and then beat the shit out of them. With the rocks, you launch into them and then beat the crap out of their egg thing. With the tusks, you throw an exploding pineapple from BT4 at them. Their real name is Blood Pine, which is kind of raw for this thing. They then suck up the pineapple and you throw a lot more at them. And then there's the Kongs. This is just a poor man's Punch Out. I mean, not all of them are easy. Sumo Kong sucks. Like, I just don't understand how this works. And then there's finally the Cactus King, the final boss. I did the same thing like 8 times, and I got punished for it once because I jumped a little early. This dude, like, actually has a kind of raw design, but it might have been one of the easiest final bosses I've ever thought. I actually really want to know the lore for these guys. Like, I want to know how Dread Kong became a ruler. When you finally beat a kingdom, all of your bananas get tallied up and you earn crests for hitting milestones. 250, 500, and 1000. If you get all 3 in each level in a barrel, you unlock the barrel's secret level. These are actually really cool levels that really push the combo mechanic to its limits. That or there's some stupid fucking race. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat was the beginning of Nintendo EAD Tokyo, and you can feel it. The game shares so much DNA with Super Mario Galaxy. You can hear it in the sound, some of which was reused in Mario Galaxy. The music, and a ton of the gameplay mechanics were reused, just with a 3rd dimension added. This game is so unique, which is kind of Nintendo EAD Tokyo's strength. They are so unique. Every game that they've made has done something special. It's full of unique creative ideas. I mean, these were the guys that put Mario in space. I would highly recommend this to anybody who enjoyed Nintendo EAD's work.
Here we go. So we're finally here, performing for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap while I take you through this monkey rap. DK. Please subscribe to me. That's it. That's what this bit was. Do it, bitch. If you can't tell, my fan is on. Shut up, to my tree.
I'm an idiot. Guys, could you tell I have autism?